see vintage in your future.
Welcome. Hello, welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name is Tracy, and I'm here with my husband Noel. He's always behind the scenes running our cameras and doing our graphics. And today is our $5 Wednesday. Every Wednesday, either at 6:30 a.m. or 6 p.m., either first thing in the morning or around dinner time, we do $5 Wednesdays. Everything is either $5 or less, and it's mainly random pulls. I got just a couple items listed in the auction tab, but a ton of random pulls all behind me here. And the bin is full, so if there's anything you want to see in the bin, you just let me know. I also do like to take offers, so if you see something that maybe you like but it's not quite in your budget, shoot me an offer. And with that, let me go ahead and throw some show notes in because I always forget to do that. There are some show notes. There's a coupon, so every month we put a new coupon in, so if you have not used it yet this month, here's your chance today to go ahead and take advantage of that coupon. And we do have really great coupons on the tiers as you reach them. With that, let's go ahead and jump right in, and we're going to get started with our very first item today. So up first, we're going to do this toothpick holder because it is adorable. So I thought we would start with something so tiny and cute. This little blue and white porcelain toothpick holder has those really pretty ships on there. No chips or cracks. I love the little basket weave pattern on the back. It is from Japan. And look at, you even get some vintage in the wrapper toothpicks with it. We're going to run that one. And that is $5, up and going. And did I do 30 seconds? My goodness, I normally don't do 30 seconds. Don't worry, I will be dropping that down. So how is everybody tonight? I see some familiar names. Thank you so much for jumping in the show. Thanks for your bid. And SC Barbie, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's do some random items here. So first random item we have is this little creamer. I love the lusterware, and I really like that it's not like all lusterware, that you have the stripes on there. There are no chips or cracks. There is a little bit of paint wear along the top, but other than that, it's in great shape. I love the colors for spring. I can't make out that maker's mark on the bottom. It is a little blurry there. We're going to run this one for just $3. Let me drop that time down. There we go, 15 seconds. That's more like it. And we have a whole just big old variety of stuff today. So we have a tad bit of Tanala. We have some porcelain, some glass, a little bit of primitive, just a little bit of everything. Up next, we have a really pretty little trinket dish here. And I really like this one. The flowers are absolutely beautiful. I love the pink. The colors are so vivid with those greens and pinks. And you got that little butterfly. There is a signature here, but I can't quite make it out. Leilani maybe, I don't know. No chips or cracks. Beautiful flowers around the outside. And it does say made in Japan. There's a little sticker on the bottom. And that is up and running. If there's anything you want to see, you just let me know. Always happy to go and grab something out of the bin. All right, thanks for looking at that. Next, we have these two old, I think they're old. I have no way of dating them, but bottles here. And I really like the stoppers on them. I like that they have this fat glass stopper. Now, it's hollow in there by design. No chips or cracks, just making sure they're, and they're just kind of, they're vintagey looking. On the bottom, PD and Company 123, if that means anything to people. And then you have this guy here, nothing on the bottom, a little bit dirty on the inside. I did give them a little wash. This one has a rubber stopper, but you're going to get the set of those. And those are up and running. Let me get my tape measure for these items that I have not measured yet. So that's about 9 inches on the tall one, about 5 on the shorter one. Thanks for your bid. And Daisy, that's going to you.
Thank you.
All right, up next, let's do this one. We have a piece of pottery, and I think this one is absolutely stunning. Beautiful design around the outside. I like the natural colors. It is in mint condition, no chips or cracks. It does have like a Z or an N on the bottom. And we have the inside there. It'd make a good little planter or a little trinket type dish. That is up and going. It's about 3 inches tall and about 5 inches in diameter. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, we have a small little crock here. This reminds me of one of like the soup bowl crocks. But what's really cool about this, and the reason why I bought this, is not for this really nice matte brown. It's for this gorgeous lid. You've got this blue with the butterfly and the flower, and it is just so pretty. So when you're looking at it from the top, it is absolutely stunning. But then you do also get a crock that is in great shape. So it could be a little crock or a little soup bowl, but that lid is so pretty, and the contrast against that dark really makes it pop. And that's going for $5. Thanks for looking at that one. If I have any of my primitive or rusty crusty friends in here, this may be something you're interested in. We have these two wonderfully stained up bowls. Will look so pretty with your crocks and your other type of primitive decor. It is your blue and white, but it is full of staining. These are, let's see, who are they from? Wedgwood and Company out of England. I do not think they're ironstone, but they would go great with an ironstone collection. They would just give a little bit of a different look. This one you can see has the crack line in it, but absolutely beautiful stained up bowls there. And you get both of those for $5. Thanks for your bid. And these are like a cereal bowl, like a 6.5 inch diameter size. And Daisy, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Daisy unlocked the bronze tier. If you guys are unlocking your tiers, go grab your coupons.
Welcome to bronze level.
We do have coupons at every level. All right, this one is something I picked up at the antique store, and I looked at this over and over, probably about 3 weeks before I picked it up. I love the simplicity of it. Normally you're gonna find these types of servers with a bunch of flowers and stuff. This just has a little leaf design going around the top, and it has this really cool yellow tint and a ton of crazing, and the inside is stained up. So we've got nice staining on the inside. There's crazing, a little bit of staining here. There's crazing all around the outside. It is made by, who is this made by? TST, United States, USA. So it's a great server. These also look good if you put some books in there and set them up. Perfect for your primitive decor. That's one of my favorite ways to use them. You can also fill them up with candles. They look really cool. Thanks for your bid. And Daisy, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have a set of candlestick holders. And these are little cherub candlestick holders. They are porcelain. They're a lighter porcelain, so they're a little bit more delicate. Beautiful little cherubs sitting there, almost like a, I don't know, maybe this is wrong to say about cherubs, but they're like almost pole dancing on with the candlesticks, but they're kind of cute. Perfect condition, no chips or cracks, you can see there. Now, both of them have just a little bit of wax residue on the inside, but not that much. Pop them in the freezer for a day or two and that wax residue will come right out. You get the set of those for $5 and they're about 3 inches tall. Thanks for your bid. Trendy Treasures, thank you so much. That's going to you.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have a piece of Tanala. So we have a infamous Tanala duck. He is so cute. So you have your classic Tanala colors with the really like the tans, the very natural type of colors. It looks like there's some signature here. I do not know whose signature. It is not a Ken Edwards. Trying to see. Yeah, no, it's not Ken Edwards. This guy has a little bit of chippy on the bottom of his beak. I have two of these, so one with a little chippy and one without. So this is the one with a little chippy. Because he does have that chip, we're going to drop him down to just $3. And he is running now. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, I have a wall pocket. And look at this, I like it because you can sit it just like that if you want to make it like a shelf sitter, because it does have this flat bottom. Or you have the little hole back here that you can hang it on the wall. It is in great shape. I don't know if it's ever even actually used as a wall pocket. No chips or cracks. Let's see, it says made in Portugal. And that's running for $5. Height on that is about 5 inches tall. And about 6 inches across. Thanks for your bid. And Trendy Treasures, that's going to you.
Thank you.
It is time to do a little giveaway. It is not the bird. We give away duck stuff here. But let me go ahead and show you the giveaway. And I got to add it really quick. So our first giveaway is a emotional support duck. So you will get the emotional support duck. But what's even cooler, at Zoe's Treasures, when you win a giveaway, you also get to pick what we're going to run for 25% off. You don't have to buy it. You're under no obligation. You just get to pick what we're going to run. So it could be anything in the bin. And what I do is I run it for 25% off. And maybe somebody likes it, maybe you don't. It's okay. Let's see. I'm trying to enter the giveaway really quick here.
Welcome to bronze level.
And shipping. And the giveaway is open to everybody. You don't have to follow. All you have to do is click that giveaway button. And that is up and going. All right, so the giveaway is going. Now let's get back to this little hummingbird here. So this is a little porcelain hummingbird. And I found this cutie pie with no chips or cracks. Every single petal, the tip of his beak, his feathers, everything is perfect. I could not find any little chips or cracks. And it is that very delicate porcelain. It does say made in China on the bottom. And normally I don't pick up made in China, but this guy was so perfect and so pretty, I had to pick him up. As you can see, I'm trying to be super careful with him. And that's running for $5. It's about 3 inches and about 4 inches tall. Super pretty. Super cute. Everybody's most hated whatnot phrase in the world there. Thank you for looking at that one. All right. We have 3 of the, I'm pretty sure they're home code. They don't say home code, but these are always popular. We have 3 of the little hearts. So these are the ones that you can hang on the wall. They are a ceramic with the little picture on them. They are all the same. So you get 3 that are the same. You get that hole in the back so you can hang it on the wall, put it in with vignettes. But we have 3. And those are up and going. Thanks for your bid. If you are just joining, there is a coupon in the show notes, and Trendy Treasures, thank you so much. Those are going to you. There is a coupon in the show notes. Bin is full, and we are doing random polls today. Every Wednesday is Wednesday random poll, and nothing more than a $5 start. Oh, thanks. All right, we have a little mix here of kind of like souvenir stuff. First off, we have a Walt Disney World This one's gonna have to sit down. Walt Disney World plate. And this one's pretty old. You know how I know? First off, just look at the coloring. It tells you the old. But look at, somebody bought this for 79 cents from Walt Disney World. You can't even like breathe for 79 cents in Walt Disney World anymore. So we have that little guy. Then this one isn't really a souvenir plate. It's just one I put in there because it's cute. You can use it for a soap dish, put your rings in it, trinket dish, and then we have a California one. That was close to my heart because California is where I grew up. And this one's old too because they bought this in Marine Land for 40 cents. If you don't know, Marine Land is, it's like an amusement park, kind of focused more on water animals. Anyways, we're gonna run all of those for $5. Thanks for looking at those. All right, we have a piece of slag glass, and this is a slag glass shoe. It reminds me of an elf shoe because it's pointy. Beautiful slag glass though, just it's nice and smooth and shiny. Gorgeous swirls of this brown and the white. No chips or cracks. There is some crazing, but there are no chips or cracks, and it looks like a little elf shoe. That would look really cute with an air plant or something coming out of it. And that is going now. That is about 4 inches long. We have a minute left on that giveaway, so if you're not in that giveaway, hurry up and jump on in there. Okay, I'm just sitting here standing like watching a clock that's not even moving. I need to get with it. This is a little more contemporary, but this is a set of 3 measuring cups. And they're beautiful. So this is your third cup. It says a third cup. Are these, I don't know if they're pure one. This one's a third, and it's pretty. No chips or cracks. Then you have this one, half a cup. And then you got the big one, which is 1 cup. What a pretty way, well, no, it's not pure one. I don't know who makes it. What a pretty way to have your measuring cups in your kitchen, and they do all fit inside of each other and stack up. $5 for those. I like the flower. I like the colorfulness of that. Thank you for looking at those. We have something that's pretty unique here. This is a decanter, and on one side it says this Bourbon Royal, milk chocolate and marzipan. Oh, and the giveaway just ran. Who won the giveaway? Ashlyn. Ashlyn MCN 0728, you just won an emotional support duck. Congratulations, and thank you so much for being in the show. You are still here, wonderful. You have 5 minutes. You can throw a number in, let me come over here and talk to you. 5 minutes, throw any number in the chat, anything from the bin, I'll run it for 25% off. No obligation, you don't have to buy it, but you get the honor of picking it. And this is our way to make sure that I'm just not trying to pawn off stuff I want to get rid of really cheap. That's why I let you guys pick. All right, so we have a decanter. It says Bon Bon Royal Milk Chocolate Decanter. I just think this is so cool, 60 proof. You turn it around and you have the little chocolates. It's like Forrest Gump, you know, the box of chocolates in Forrest Gump. And you have the decanter lid. It is pretty old because the cork, and you know corks deteriorate after a while. Well, I just kind of thought it was so cool. Very unique. And we're going to go ahead and run that, $5. Be fun to put this like on your bar cart or something like that. Thanks for looking at that. All right, let's do something totally different. I have a book here. I had 2 books I came across. This one is Imperial Glass. So if you're a collector of glass, this is a reference book. So you get, actually it's like a 2-in-1. You get a little bit of value guide in there, but then you have the actual book. It's in great shape. It is a lot older, but it does go through all different kinds of imperial glass and helps you recognize it. You can look stuff up in it. It is in very good shape. So we're going to run that one. Hardcover book. for $5. That is up and going. Nice reference book. I actually, when I got it, I started going through it and trying to identify different pieces of glass I had. All right, we're going to go to the next item here. This one is a gorgeous amber glass little 3-footed dish. Isn't it adorable? You have the ruffle edge. You got the, what is that? I always say that wrong. But you have the beautiful pattern. And look at the 3 little feet. Anything with 3 feet is like fantastic. No chips or cracks. Could I do that? Absolutely. We absolutely can. So let me go ahead and run it. And we will run this. $3 is actually a little bit more than 25% off. So that is up and going for $3. Thanks for your bids. And Strict Vintage, you got that. Thank you so much. Up next is this beautiful, beautiful golden elephant. This is like that weeping gold kind of pattern. So it is a porcelain underneath with the gold overlay to it. No chips or cracks, has a little felt on the bottom. Trunks up means good luck. Oh, I'm sorry. Elephant is up and running. Thanks for your bid. Trendy Treasures, that's going to you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have a little piece of pottery, a little creamer that looks like a Williamsburg, but I do not think it is. I think it's like a Williamsburg reproduction or kind of look-alike. But without, I mean, unless you are the hardcore pottery person, you probably wouldn't even know if you saw it just sitting there. Because you have the beautiful, and I don't know if that's, yeah, that's like old sticker stuff, that'll come off. Beautiful cobalt, which is that kind of that classic design. You have your spout. It is just a little creamer there. The reason I do not think it is a true Williamsburg is because I do not see a stamp, and typically they will stamp their pottery. We're going to run this one for just $3, and that's up and going. Thanks for your bid. And Cindy, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We now are on to a collector plate of sorts here. I thought the green on this was very springy, but you can see it has your great pattern on there, and it has this really cool like textured design all the way around, which I really like. No chips or cracks on it. It says made in Italy on the back. We're going to run. And Shell has unlocked a bronze tier. We're going to run that for $5 and give you probably about 7 inches, no, about 8. I was off just a bit. Thanks for your bid. And Cindy, thank you so much. Congratulations on that one. That is so pretty. We have a set of amber candlestick holders with the coolest like thumbprint type design on them. So these are perfect condition, lighter colored amber, not quite yellow, but not really deep dark amber. And they have, let me pick this one up. They have this bubbly or thumbprint pattern going around them. And then on the bottom, look at that, instead of feet, there's a scalloped edge on the bottom, which is really pretty. That gives it a kind of a unique look. My husband said if you turn it upside down, you can put candy in them. Look at that. You can have a candlestick holder or a dish. We're going to run that pair for $5. You get both of them. Thanks for your bid. and trendy treasures, those are going to you. Those are so pretty.
Thank you.
I have a huge amber glass collection, so anything with amber glass I'm so tempted to keep, but I can't keep it all. We have a little jar of marbles here. Now, I don't know a lot about marbles. I don't think they glow. I put a light on them. I bought it just like this because I thought it was cute. So it is just a little jar with a rubber stopper, and it is filled with these marbles. We're going to run that for $3. I actually have 2 of these if you're interested. Thanks for looking at that one. Up next is a porcelain compote, but this is a smaller size compote, and it is so pretty. You have your cherubs and all of the leaves, just kind of like this fancy decor. No chips or cracks on it. Just love how like every little piece of this has something to look at. And it's about that size. I guess you could put a candlestick in there or something. And on the bottom it says Renaissance by Lefton. And there looks like what is the remnant of a Lefton sticker. This one is 5 inches tall. And that's going for $5. Thanks for your bid. And Cindy, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have a set of silver-plated salt and pepper shakers, or you can use put whatever in there, both pepper, both salt. They are silver-plated. They're not like sterling. This one has a little bit of like is it called oxidation around the top? The lids come off, so this is where you would put your salt or pepper in. Screw it back on. So you get both of those. They have almost like this gold tone look to them, but they're not gold. And we're going to run that set for $3. Thanks for looking at that. Let's run an item that I actually had already listed. I only list a few things on Wednesdays, just to have something in there more than anything else. So this is if I have rusty, crusty, primitive people in the show today. This is an old nut chopper, so you can see it does work. However, because it is old, rusty, crusty, I would not recommend food use. I like this one because of this red wooden handle. I haven't seen them with the handle before, so I thought that was really neat. The lid will come off. And that's up and going. Thanks for looking at that one. All right. My husband is whispering over here that it's time for another giveaway, so we will do another one. This time we have a little duck package where you get a couple of our duck stickers and one of our duck pens. And this one says, "You're ducking great." And of course you will get to pick what we run for 25% off. And that giveaway is up and going. And while that's going, we're going to go ahead and keep on auctioning items here. So we have a set of beautiful amber glass, kind of match, kind of don't match, set of candlestick holders. So these do not come apart. Let me just make sure I'm telling you the truth. Maybe this one might come out. But so you have the 2 glass pieces. As you can see, both amber glass, but a little bit different designs with your wood base. They're so pretty, no chips or cracks. And I've had them actually displayed in my house for a little bit. And I think they look really good together, even though they don't match. And they're up and going. The tall one is about 11.5 inches, and the shorter one is about 5.5 inches. They're very MCM. Thanks for your bid. If you like MCM, and Cindy, thank you so much, that's going to you. If you like MCM, I have a George Biard piece coming up in just a little bit here. But before that, we have this adorable little porcelain clown piece. Let's see, where is this one? It doesn't say. This reminds me of something that may be out of Germany. It's a very delicate porcelain, and you've got this clown just kind of hanging over the edge. How cute is that? Normally clowns creep me out, but this guy isn't creepy. This one's sweet looking. And then of course you've got the beautiful little piece down here. This would be great. Let me show you the back. It's plain on the back. And look at his little feet. I love how he's leaning over that. And you got two little faces down here. Oh, look, in the moon. I just noticed that. All this time I've looked at this and I just noticed that's a moon. It is very, very cute. About 4 inches tall. Thanks for your bid. And Cindy, thank you so much. And Cindy, you have unlocked the gold tier. If you guys are unlocking your tiers, don't forget to go up and click on those click on the crown to grab your coupons. All right, we have a piece of Amberina glass. It's a little Amberina candy jar. Let me just kind of feel, let's make sure. No chips or cracks, no flea bites on the lid. Has a really pretty leaf pattern. I can't quite tell what this is supposed to be on the top. Maybe grapes? Yeah, I think it's grapes because there's grapes here. I think that's what the top is supposed to be. No flea bites on here, so no chips or cracks. Beautiful Amberina coloring. There is a slight glow to it when I put it under the light. And that's up and running, $5. It's about 6 inches tall. Thanks for your bid. Trendy Treasures, that's going to you.
Thank you.
All right, so next we're going to do that George Briard piece. So this is a candy dish. George Briard is famous for his MCM decor, all different things he created. So this one is actual candy dish and has gorgeous gold decor on it. It is signed right there. And just very, very minimal, like almost hard to detect paint wear. So this is in great shape for its age, probably from about the 50s, mid-60s. And if you put it down, you can see how the ends kind of curl up. So it does form a candy dish shape. It's an absolute stunning piece of MCM glass there. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, next up is a beautiful mug. Look at this. I don't pick up mugs a lot. Every now and then I'll get one like through an auction or something. But this one I purposely picked up and I'm like, I love this. I am buying this. First off, look at the size of that. Now that's a good wake up morning cup of coffee size right there. But then look at the seagulls. I just thought it was so pretty and the glaze is absolutely gorgeous. And you have that blue water. See who makes it. I don't know who makes it. Great shape though, no chips or cracks. Great Father's Day gift, or maybe a gift for a gentleman for Easter. And our giveaway winner is Trendy Treasures. Trendy Treasures, thank you so much for hanging out in the show and your purchases today. So you're going to get the ducky, little ducky package here, and you have 5 minutes. Put any number, any item in the bin, and I will run it for, put any item number in the bin, I will run it for 25% off. No obligation to buy, but you get the honor of picking it. And while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and go on to our next item here. So I have, yep, you've got 5 minutes. You could take your time. I have 3 of these. We're going to do them individually, and I don't know, they're going to be sideways because my stands aren't big enough. Oh, okay, we'll do it this way, my husband. All right, so we're going to start with this. I have 3 of these, and it'll get to be choice. So we have an oval. These are the dried flower art, and I'm pretty sure this is pewter around the outside, and it has a little hanger. No chips or cracks, so we have the oval one. smaller oval, and then we have a bigger oval. Same thing, different colors. This is more natural colors. These are all in perfect condition. Has a little piece of paper. And then we have the diamond shaped with the tan or like natural colors in there. So we'll run these. The winner, you can pick which one you want. And that is up and running. Thank you for your bid. And Cindy, which one would you like? We're going to go back to front. So we're going to go, the diamond is 1, large oval is 2, small oval is 3. So 1, 2, or 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. This smaller one with the little purpley flowers.
You.
That one's coming to you. Well, we're going to go ahead and run those again. So we have these 2 left. So we have the larger oval and the diamond in the natural colors. And that's going now. Thanks for your bid. And Annie casts, unless I'm going to go with Annie. Hopefully that's correct. Which would you like? Number 1 is the diamond. Number 2 is the oval. Two, please, the oval. That one's coming to you. And while we put a sticker on that, I'll run this very last one in case there's any interest. Thanks for your bid. Number 4, Trendy Treasures. All right, we will do that. And Annie, thank you so much. This one is yours too. That matches the other one. Let me go ahead and put this up here while I find what number 4 is. So we'll kind of do this in the meantime while I look for number 4. So this is a beautiful crystal creamer. And I really like that it has that star design. The cuts in here are just stunning. No chips or cracks. It's nice and heavy. A little bit of sticker on the bottom. We can clean that up. And that one is going. And I will look for number 4. And Annika, or Annika, if you tell me how to say your name, I will do my best to say it right. You've unlocked the bronze tier. All right, number 4, I'm going to leave this here. Annika, thank you so much. That's what my husband's back here saying, so he was right, I was wrong. Let me go grab this number 4, this decanter real quick, and I'll run that on flash sale. All right, so this decanter we're going to do on flash sale is a neat piece. It would look great in decor for your barware. So you have the stopper on top for your wine. Then you have the stopper in the front for your ice. This is a little, over the years, cork kind of shrinks, so this is a little loose in there. The only call out is this little tiny piece of leather on the chain has broke, but a piece of glue would fix that up. The chain itself is in perfect condition. It's just this one little leather piece came loose. No chips or cracks. Look at that little spout. I love the little spout. We're going to stick that back there. We're going to get that running at 25% off. It's going to run, wrong button. Let's see, there it is. It'll run for 90 seconds. If it's something you happen to be interested in, then, hold on. Whatnot's being whatnotty. Let me find it. There we go. All right. If it's something you're interested in, hop on over and grab it. No obligations. Okay, let's see. What are we running next? Oh, I have this wood piece that's kind of cool. So we have this wood. This is like, what is it, the pestle and mortar? Is that, all right, no. No, well, hold on, I'm getting confused. Oh, that goes there. I thought it was a pestle and mortar. Okay, I see what happened. I thought it was a pestle and mortar, but actually this part here, I'm like, oh, the little knobby broke off at the top. The knob's right here. It just needs to be glued back on. So we have a really cool thing, and I can actually glue that back on before I send it if this is something you want to buy. But this is cool. So we get the floral wood, and I'm going to drop the price way down on this since I do have to fix that. It would be a repaired item. But it's a beautiful wooden bowl. All this, like, it's like cut into the wood, or carved. Let me use the right, you can see that wood grain, carved, the right terminology there. But since I will have to glue that on and fix it for you, we are going to run that for just $1, and that's going down. If you are interested, I would fix it before I sent it. Thanks for looking at that. We have this little vase piece here. And this is, it's not ironstone, but it would fit in with an ironstone collection really well. It is a porcelain, but look at the look on it. The glaze is gorgeous, has some crazing on there, and there is definitely some staining. You can see the crazing. Look at the stain and all those craze lines at the bottom. How pretty is that? It says Biagio, B-I-O-A-G-O. And then you have at the top, you have that staining around the top, which is so pretty. And that's running now. 5.5 inches tall. Thanks for looking at that. All right, this next one is a great deal. Let me just move some stuff out of the way, make some space for myself over here. All right, these are 2 plates, red and white, if you are a collector. We have blue and white people, we have red and white people, some people do both. These are the red and white plates, no chips or cracks. And they are this is Gettysburg College Christ Chapel. And who makes this? Wedgwood out of England made these plates. So this is Christ Chapel in Gettysburg. And this one, we got a raid. Oh, thank you so much. Is that what it? Oh no, random gift. It's not a raid, it's a random gift. It's the same color. And Rona, thank you so much for gifting. That is so sweet of you. If you guys are not following Rona, please go give her a follow. This one is the Old Dorm in Gettysburg. So regardless of where they are really beautiful red and white plates, no chips or cracks. And we're going to run the set for $5. And Rona gifted again to Extending Grace Shop. Please give her a follow.
Welcome to bronze level.
Those are up and running. 2 for $5. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for jumping in the show today. I appreciate that. Usually it bloops. I didn't hear it on my side. I wondered, did you? Probably because I don't hear anything that you guys hear, like the music and stuff. That's probably why I didn't get to hear it. All right, we have this adorable little dish, little bowl trinket dish. It has the baby blues along the bottom, your little pink flowers.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. And I love the shape of this. It has like this bulbous type shape. Look, it's kind of funky. It's different, and it was made that way. It's nothing wrong with it. Slightly rough along the top. Possibly, yep, there's a little chip line here, but I can't feel it, so it's just the line. And I don't know who makes it. We're going to run that for just $2. Up and going. Thanks for your bid. And Rona, that's going to you.
Thank you.
We have a Noritake tray, but this is a small tray coming up next. If you've been in my shows, you know I love me some trays. I always have trays. This one is a smaller one, and look at that gold. Look at the elegance of this. The gold and black, and this is in mint condition. I say mint, hold on. There's slight paint wear. Nothing wrong with it, no chips or cracks. Oh, I'm blocking, is my hair in the camera? No chips or cracks, but there's slight paint wear on the edge. Thank you for purchasing out of the bin. Isn't it pretty? I mean, it's just, you have flowers and you have gold and black. I just like the gold and black contrast with each other. This is Noritake. Green stamp, I'm thinking maybe 60s or 70s, possibly a tad bit newer than that. Perfect condition. Let me give you a quick measurement on this because this is stunning. About 9-inch square. And that's going for $5. Thanks for your bid. And Rona, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I do have one more book today. This one is in the Russian style. I don't know if it's probably not going to stand up. I'll probably have to set it down. But this one was really neat. It talks about all different things that are Russian, and it is edited by Jackie Onassis, so that's kind of cool. But you have fashion, furniture, like history. I just thought it was pretty neat. It's in great shape. And we are going to run that one for $2, and that's going now. Welcome in if you're just joining. Coupon code is in the show notes. Annika, that's going to you. Thank you so much. This is a cool book.
Thank you.
So speaking of books, my husband's going to kill me because he's not ready with his graphic. But speaking of books, we are branching out. Instead of just doing estate and vintage decor, we are also doing children's books. So we are starting, you'll see if you go take a look at my shows, we have a children's book sale is going to start every Friday evening, focusing just on kids' books, from babies to like early chapter readers, some teen, but not a whole lot of teen. It's really the younger age. And then on Wednesday nights, we're going to do story time. So if you have littles at 7:30 for 30 minutes, come and let me read them a bedtime story. So I'll read it. You can, let them listen. So that's what we're doing. We're going to have some cool animations that we have just for that show. All right, we have this bunny up for bid here. This is a wooden bunny, perfect for Easter. This is more contemporary. I think this is like one of our popular craft store items. Probably came out a few years ago. This is metal on makes his little face up. It's just adorable though. Let's see, what do we have? No stickers. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing it. It's kind of a different venture for us. So we're going to run this bunny. It is up and going. Nice wooden bunny. Stands about 11 inches tall. Thank you. Thanks for that. I thought it was a pretty cool idea. I'm excited to do it. And Rona, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we are just pulling apart our backdrop here. We have a ginger jar, and I love the flowers on this. Look at how pretty. I can feel it, so I'm guessing it's hand painted. They feel, like you can feel the paint on there. No chips or cracks, and even the gold does not look like there's any paint wear. Nice clean inside, and it's plain on the other side, so no picture on that side. And I don't know who makes it, no maker's mark. A very beautiful ginger jar, very Eastery. That is up and going. About 8 inches tall, so kind of your standard ginger jar size. Thanks for looking at that one. We'll put this back so we have a little bit of backdrop. These are bone china from Disney. They have the Disney mark on the bottom. Our famous Lion King friends here. They, like I said, bone china figurines. No chips or cracks. They're in perfect condition. And is it bad that I don't know? It's Simba and who? What are their names, honey? Simba and I forget the other one's name. We're going to run that set for $5. You get both of those guys. And they're a few inches tall. And about 3 for the bigger guy. Thanks for looking at them. We are going to run these little bunnies that are back here. We've got this one first. Is that Homeco? Who makes this? There is a maker on here if I can see it. I absolutely cannot. Jonathan, David, something. It is porcelain. It is adorable little bunny. He's almost sad looking. He's like, don't take my carrot. So we're going to run that. We're going to run it for $1. That's going now. Thanks for your bid. And Rona, that one's going to you. It is adorable. And our last little figurine is this bunny. And this one's cute. This one has big old eyes. Big old eye, and I think it's hand painted. No chips or cracks. Little porcelain bunny. And that's going to run for $1 also. Thanks for looking at that one. We'll set that one back there. All right, we're going to go back to the top and run some of the stuff from the beginning. We have this crock, and on the outside it looks like your standard brown crock, but then you look at the top and you're amazed by this beauty. Look at that. The blue is gorgeous. You have the butterfly, you have the flower, and it is so pretty. The blue just pops out against that dark crock. No chips or cracks on the crock. It is in perfect shape. And I'm calling it a crock, but it's like a little crock soup bowl type of thing. And that is up and going. Thanks for looking at that one. We have a little trinket dish. This would be great to give as a gift for Easter because it's in mint condition. Beautiful. The pinks and the greens, they really pop. I love like those really bright colors. Any Fenton-like stuff. You know what? I do have some Fenton. I can't run it for $5, but I'll pull it out and show you and run it. Let me grab it in just a second. All right, so we have this beautiful trinket dish, and it's in mint condition. No chips or cracks. And it'd be great to put a little gift in there for Easter and give it to somebody. And I'm going to run this for 30 seconds just to give me time to go grab that Fenton. I have a couple of pieces, I think, if I remember correctly. Thanks for hanging out and waiting for a second. So I have 2 pieces of Fenton and then another piece of glass that I think some people might be interested in. Now these ones I can't run for $5. They are a little more pricey. Actually, one of them I can. This one I can't though. So this is the Fenton Cruet. I just got this in. You have the stopper in mint condition. No chips or cracks on it. And then you have the beautiful ruffle along the top. You look at the, I don't know if you can see the lines are like the swirls that are in there. It is stunning. No chips or cracks. Original sticker still on there. Love the handle. Love how you can see the lines in the handle. And it is pretty, isn't it? I can run this one for $25. And I'll run it, no obligation, just in case somebody might be interested. That is up and going. Thanks for your bid. I think it is cranberry. Yeah, it's like it's a pink color, but it's a deeper pink. And Allie, thank you so much. That is going to you. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And you have unlocked bronze.
On its way to you.
All right, and then I have
Welcome
this
to
piece.
bronze level.
This is not marked Fenton, but I'm pretty sure that it is Fenton. Nice ruffled candy dish. It has some hand painting on there. No chips or cracks. It's a beautiful piece. It does have a rough ponto mark on the bottom. And this one I actually will start at 5. And that is up and going. So you pay shipping for $9.21. Rona, thank you so much. That's going to you. You pay $9.21 for the first 5 pounds.
Thank you.
Then after that, it starts over again. So if you look at the bottom of your probably phone screen, if that's what you're viewing on, it should tell you what your shipping is. So for your first item, depending on weight, it's going to be like between $4 and $9.21. And then for your subsequent items, until you hit 5 pounds, it should be free or reduced below the 9. All right, I have a piece of uranium glass here, Vaseline glass. This does glow. I don't know if I can turn the lights off real quick and show you. This is no chips or cracks. It's going to be a little bit higher priced. I'm looking for my flashlight here. Give me a second. Okay, here it is. No chips or cracks. Beautiful piece. It has the what is it, the lattice edge. And then, of course, you've got just that gorgeous design. Let's see if that's good enough to show. Oh, yeah, look at, I think you can see the glow on that through there. Look how beautiful that is. That is a stunning piece. And we will run that one for $20. Up and going. You can see that glow. This stuff's hard to come by. I only get Vaseline glass every now and then. It's just too hard to come by. And Allie, that's going to you. Thank you, guys.
On its
That
way
is
to
the
you.
extent of my Fenton for now. I do pick it up every now and then. Or of my fancy glass. All right, it looks like there's a pre-bid on the George Briard, so I'm going to go ahead and run that real quick. So this is a beautiful piece of MCM history right here. There's a little bit of like scratch or paint wear right here, but other than that, I mean, perfect condition. It is beautiful. Signed the George Briard. It is a candy dish, so if you lay it down flat, you can see how the edges kind of curve up. I'm going to set it in here so you can actually see the design on it. And that is up and running. Thanks for your bid. And Diane, that's going to you.
Thank you.
This is so pretty. But this is, I love MCM, and that is like just, I don't know, a classic MCM right there. All right, we have this little Tanala duck. He is so cute. I have 2 of these. This one's in perfect shape. There's no little chippy. The other one has a little chippy on his beak on the bottom. But look, my husband says that I should put both of them together for $5. So that's what we're going to do. In case you want a set, let me hold them up. So they are the same but different. You can see different designs on them. They are super cute. And then you can see here, if I hold them just right, see there's a little chippy on that guy, no chippy on that one. But they would make a great pair. So we'll run both for $5. My husband's always on your all side. He's always saying, lower the price, make it cheaper. And I'm like, honey, like, you know, I look at him sometimes, but I do it. It's fun. All right, thanks for looking at these 2. we have this hummingbird here, little porcelain hummingbird, and I normally, now this is from China. Normally I don't pick up stuff from China. Just kind of, I don't know why. I like things that are a little more, I don't know, whatever. But this one had everything was intact. I looked at every single petal, every leaf, the tip of his beak, his wings, everything was intact, which for a tiny little porcelain piece is very rare. And I'm a sucker for hummingbirds, so that one is up and running. Thanks for looking at that. So I have this little jar of marbles. I actually have 2 of them. I don't know much about marbles. They do not glow, but I think it's really cute. I think it'd be fun just to pop into maybe a vignette or a little piece of decor. We're going to run it for $2, and it's going now. We are getting close to last call, so we're going to run a few more items, but we're getting there. So if there's anything in the bin that you want to see, let me know so that I can go pull it out. This is a really adorable set of measuring cups. I like the little handles on the big one, and they're just beautiful flowers. They're just really pretty. This one says this is a 1/3 cup. Then you have a 1/2 cup. And then you have 1 cup. And they all fit inside each other. And those are going now. Thanks for your bid. You should be able to click on the little icon that looks like a store on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. And Rona, that's going to you. Thank you so much. And what did I just see? Rona unlocked the silver tier. If you guys are unlocking tiers, don't forget to go click on the crown at the top and grab your coupons. We have a piece of pottery here. I am a sucker for pottery. I have a pretty good pottery collection myself. And this piece is very pretty. Like the design on there. My favorite is pottery that are colors like this, like the natural type of colors, is my absolute favorite. This does have an N or a Z. I don't know, N, Z, mark on the bottom. It is in perfect condition. It would make a great planter. And that is going now. Thanks for your bid. And Rona, that's going to you. Thank you so much. Right, up next is a lusterware creamer. I think you can't never have enough creamers. They're just, you can use them for everything. My husband's laughing because he knows how many creamers we are in our cupboards. He's giving me a look. Anyways, this one is really pretty. It has the lusterware, but I like that the lusterware, like it isn't all orange. I like the stripes on it. These make great little place to put little bouquets of flowers and mix them in like in a centerpiece. We're going to run this one for $3 and it's up and going. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, couple more items. This is a basic green glass vase, but you cannot get any more classic than that. Is that a swirl? Let me make sure that's a swirl and not a crack. Yep, that's a swirl. That's supposed to be there. There is a swirl, like a line that goes all the way down that swirls around it. We're going to run it for $1. And Cindy, thank you so much. That one's going to you.
Thank you.
And then we're going to do the, I'm going to pull this one back out again. This one, beautiful vase. At first I thought this was one of the Okatari cup. Okatari, but it is not, but I thought it was when I first saw it. Nonetheless, stunning picture. The glaze is beautiful, nice and clean on the inside. I like how it even has a little color on the handle, and that's a good sized cup of coffee. That's the kind that I need in the morning right there. I probably need about 3 or 4 of those, not just that one, but thanks for looking at that. All right, I think this is going to be our last item, and then we're going to go raid. I'm going to find somebody to raid while this is running. But this is a really pretty ginger jar, hand-painted, no chips or cracks. And I don't know if they used to call them ginger jars because you put ginger in them. I'm not quite sure. Don't know who makes it. But I love the Eastery look to it, or the spring look. And that is running now. And while that is going, I'm going to see who is on that we can go and raid. Thanks for your bid. And Mary, that's going to you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. We're going to go. We are about to go raid a reworker's passion. If you have not, thank you for your purchase from the bin. If you guys have not seen a reworker's passion, you are in for a treat. She is full of wisdom. She's a great businesswoman. She's doing a chat show right now. So a little bit different than estate sales. Well worth your time. Please hang out. Don't go anywhere. Tell her I said hello. Just make her feel great when you go into her room. Thank you for hanging out with me. Please bookmark my shows, and I hope to see you all again soon.
Honey, what are you doing?
Nothing?